Welcome back, VST here, and as we say guys, today I want to talk about an exciting update to the stock Samsung photo editor. Namely, they've added a new feature, definition to tone, and the version guys right now that is here is 3.2.21.3.5 from the 2nd of March, 30 megabytes. So the photo editor, right, goes along also with the output, which is a whole other thing. I'm not going to review this one, but I'm going to right now update the photo editor guys. We are then going to check this definition to tone and of course try to play with this. As I'm updating this guys, I want to share you some information to have a common understanding on what exactly is tone and what exactly is change when we play with it. So what are we getting? Tone refers to the level of brightness in the photograph from solid black to pure white. Shadows are dark tones. Right, so if you have a photo with some dark tones, you can call them shadows, and highlights are the bright tones. So we have shadows, the dark tones, and then we have highlights, which are the bright tones. Tone refers to the level of brightness in the photograph, and this can go from solid black to pure white. One more time, shadow, the dark tones, and highlight are the bright tones. And this new feature will allow us to change the tone definition. So I'm going to open the photo editor guys. This is a picture I shot myself 2 days ago from Vienna. So where can we find this new setting? See here, there is a red dot, always indicating there is something new. When I click here guys, we're going to have the light balance, we're going to have the brightness, we're going to have the exposure or the EV. Here we have the contrast, we have the highlights, we have the shadows. Remember, highlights and shadows, right, referring to light and dark tones. Then we have saturation, we have the tint, we have also the warm temperature, directly related to the white balance. And then guys, here we have sharpness, and the last setting is the tone. So eventually by upping up the tone, we are able to play with the brightness of the photo without compromising too much of the overall quality. I move the phone a bit closer to the camera so that you can just see what happens guys. When I'm playing with the tone, there is a very subtle change of the overall brightness, and you can notice this here. Pay attention to the buildings below. They are indeed changing their tone color. Let me try the new tone definition with this picture. I believe this represents a very good scenario. So pay attention to what will happen to the sky and the clouds, all right? There is a very subtle change. This can be seen here. Okay, now guys, I'm going to put it to 0 and I'm going here to change the brightness so that you can just see how much brightness affects the overall picture, right? So if we are really upping up the brightness, we're going to get burning shadows, also burning highlights. So it's not really ideal. And the same, of course, will happen if we play with the exposure, right? So it's going to be either underexposed or overexposed, of course, then compromising quality. Same will happen with the contrast. So every time you change something like this, it will have really a dramatic impact. But if you decide to change the definition, guys, it's going to be these very slight changes, only upping the overall vibrancy outside of the picture. I believe I found the best sample that can illustrate what is going to happen, guys. If I just change the definition of this picture, you can just see the change is visible, right? But ever so slightly. Right, so the changes to the tones on both the brighter and the darker one really are very, very subtle, resulting into some overall improvements. And again, this is really purely aesthetics. So in the best case, you can like it like this, you can like it also like this, and you can go and up it a bit, right? And you can just see these changes. They happen here, guys. Pay attention to the walls, right? And also pay attention to the sky, right? And here, guys, there is somehow this lighting element in the center of the picture. So really very subtle changes, and it's good that Samsung are pushing features like this. They really have to match with the Google Photo Editor, which we know Google Photos, you can do plenty of stuff. If you like videos like this, guys, don't forget to sub and check my other videos. Now stay safe and see you very soon. VST over and bye.